When it comes to cultivating success in your life, one of the things that I've noticed is very important is acclimating and attuning your nervous system to being able to comfortably receive that success. Now, that typically starts from a belief standpoint. And keep in mind, when I'm talking about this, I'm assuming you have the skill set um, that is necessary to create the success that you desire within your life, whether that be academic skill set, whether that be artistic skill set, whether that be interpersonal skill set, whether that be skills, sales skill set. And if you don't have that skill set in place, you can also build beliefs around that. Um, Again, your beliefs are driving your behavior, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Again, I'm talking about this with the assumption that you have the skill set necessary to produce desirable results within your life. Oftentimes, when I'm meeting with people, they have a belief system congruent with producing desired results within their life. However, they're placing limitations on their success, whether that be monetary limitations, so beliefs that they hold about money, whether that be limitations in regards to how they're allowing themselves to succeed or be seen, or limitations within their nervous system due to foundational experiences at play that are not allowing them to normalize stability and success within your life. So let's talk about all of those things because I think they're important. The reality is there's no ceiling for the amount of income that you can materialize in your life. So developing really good beliefs about money and your ability to cultivate more money in your life and your ability to grow your income is an important component to success, right? If we don't have beliefs that support being able to grow our income, then we're always going to get in our own way when it comes to actually doing that. And when we're talking about that, I think there's two components when it comes to money. One, we want to have a healthy belief system and relationship with money. So I'm starting to normalize the experience of generating income in my life. I'm starting to form a healthy relationship with money. I'm seeing myself as somebody that can generate money within their life. It's becoming a normal experience for me to create the income that I desire. It's becoming a normal experience for me to consistently grow my income. But another component to it, I think, are beliefs that drive behaviors as well too. So I'm starting to trust that money is a consistent thing in my life because I remain productive. I'm starting to trust that money is a consistent thing in my life because I remain disciplined. Again, forming a healthy relationship with money, but also beliefs that drive behaviors that allow for you to trust that money is going to be a consistent thing within your life because you're showing up in a way that allows for you to consistently produce it. The next thing, again, outside of money that I want to talk about when it comes to creating success within your life is allowing yourself to succeed, allowing yourself to be seen, right? Because when it comes to creating success within your life, I mean, and I'm not talking a little bit of success, I'm talking about, again, consistently growing your income, consistently growing within your career. You need to develop an identity or a belief system that sees yourself as somebody that deserves to succeed. And like I was talking about this earlier with nervous system regulation, there may also be foundational experiences at play here. If you grew up in an environment where people put you down or told you were never going to be successful, it really instilled within you that you don't have the skill set or the capabilities to cultivate success within your life, or you came from an environment that was highly unstable. There's two components to this. So one, we want to resolve those foundational experiences from a belief standpoint. I'm realizing that I always deserve to be in an environment that fostered my success. I'm realizing that I always deserve to be supported growing up and supported with my success growing up. I'm realizing that I always deserve to have a stable environment growing up. I'm realizing that I always deserve to see healthy examples of succeeding individuals growing up. So again, resolving that foundational thing, but also present day belief systems, getting to a belief system where you allow yourself to succeed, right? I'm allowing myself to embrace success within my life. I'm allowing myself to be seen. I'm allowing myself to embrace the opportunities that I desire. I'm seeing myself as somebody that can consistently create success within their life. I'm seeing myself as somebody that does succeed in the things that they desire in life. It's becoming a normal experience for me to create what I want. And the last component to this here is your nervous system, which touches on the things that I just brought up, both money, foundational experiences, allowing yourself to succeed and be seen. So, in my opinion, again, there's two things I talk about on my channel, which are beliefs and your nervous system. We're only going to allow ourselves to succeed to the degree that our nervous system is comfortable with. And so one component of that is our identity and our belief system. But you can also build up beliefs to allow your nervous system to embrace success as well too. And think about this, if you come from an environment where finances were really uh, suffering, there was a lot of instability and people didn't cultivate or embrace your success, your nervous system has normalized a feeling state or an experience of lack, which is logical, right? And so when you go into situations or circumstances where you can succeed, one component of this is your belief system can't rationalize or materialize the behaviors to embrace the success. The second component to it is your nervous system as well is rejecting the experience. So to get around this, one, we need to do nervous system regulation practices, especially when we're advancing in our life and leveling up into a different dynamic within our success, within money, within our career. We need to bring that sense of stability within our body so that we can navigate these changes in a successful way. But we can also address this from a belief standpoint as well too. My nervous system is starting to feel safe with the idea of succeeding. My nervous system is starting to allow me to embrace success. My nervous system is starting to normalize the experience of stability within my life. My nervous system is starting to feel more comfortable as I continue to grow, change, and elevate. My nervous system is allowing me to be seen and allowing me to succeed. If you can get these three components into place, what should occur is your entire perception of your reality begins to shift. The behaviors you're automatically producing become more augmented towards cultivating and creating success within your life. And all components of your perceptions, thoughts, behaviors, and ways of operating are working in unison to create the experiences that you want. The other component to this here too is knowing things into being. So what I'm talking about right now is getting into an identity where you will be able to consistently build success, money, wealth, whatever it is that you want within your life in a sustainable manner. But we can also decide the things that we want within our life. So we first want to make sure we're in an identity that allows for us to succeed. But as you've cultivated that belief system and that regulated state within your nervous system, you can also come in with specific results that you have in mind, like a particular job, a particular income, a particular set of clients or clientele. And once you can cultivate that stability and that interchange within your belief system and nervous system, you can come in with a technique each day where you bring that result into your mind. And again, you're in an identity where all the thoughts, behaviors, perceptions, and ways of operating will align for you to create that result. You also notice that you start to attract in those experiences as well too. But the important component to this here is you're actually able to consistently show up in a way where you allow yourself to succeed. You allow yourself to notice those opportunities and you can show up in a congruent way behaviorally and how you're operating each day that allow you to consistently cultivate that success. So when you're thinking about living in the end or doing techniques to create specific results, the foundational things that I just talked about here are really, really important. You need to take on a belief system where you've normalized creating money within your life and growing your income. You allow yourself to succeed and be seen from a belief standpoint, and your nervous system can embrace those experiences. And once you've done that, bringing that result in is going to allow for you again to show up in a way where you create that. Okay, so I know this is a very quick, short video, kind of a crash course on how to get into a different version of yourself that can cultivate success within your life, but this can apply to so many different things. Again, money, career, uh, specific income amounts, achieving particular jobs, or getting particular roles. You want to look at these things very foundationally to make sure you're in an identity that is congruent with creating that result generally. All right. So I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. and I will see you later.